And we're gonna believe them before we believe you, because you're a punk ass kid. And let me back that up. I'm sorry, I've been in the Navy for 25 years. I have a mouth, I'm gonna try to control it. I'll do my best. So, and I'm gonna be a little bit scatterbrained because I'm kind of twisted up right now with everything going on. I have 2 daughters. And after my second daughter was born, I decided to go have a nice little afternoon with my urologist, who's a good friend of mine. And my dad's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, well, I'm done. I don't want to be outnumbered and I don't want to have a son. He's like, "You don't want to have a son?" I'm like, "No, because there's a good chance he's going to turn out like me. And I'm going to spend my weekends bailing you out of jail. I'm going to spend my weekends, or my weekdays talking to your teachers." And yeah, I didn't want that. So I have 2 perfect angels over here. However, Leah, my 22-year-old,
23.
she was having some issues in 1st grade. She had a teacher named Miss Grammatico. And I was having to go see Miss Grammatico quite a bit after school. I'd get off work and have to go see Miss Grammatico to pick up Leah. And one day it was kind of funny because at the time I was a surgical tech. So when you're scrubbed and gowned for surgery, you're not allowed to touch anything only right here. You can't scratch your head, you can't touch your face, nothing. And my good friend Nicole was my nurse. And one day I had to go see Miss Grammatico, and my friend Nicole took a green marker and drew a line across my forehead. And there was nothing I could do about it because I'm sterile, I can't touch my face. And the case that I was doing was about 2.5 hours long. Completely forgot about it. So then here it comes to be about 1500, 1530. I get off work, I go to school to talk to Leah's teacher. And I have a green line across my forehead, trying to explain to my teacher that my daughter's a good kid. And she's like, "Uh-huh." Anyway, so also, I'm going to try to keep this a little bit shorter than because I'll ramble. I had 2 very good friends since 1982, Gary Bonds and Phil Ransdale. And we were always doing something that we shouldn't have been doing. We got in trouble quite a bit. And my dad was like, "You should probably not hang out with them, they're a bad influence." And I'm like, I'm part of the influence. I'm the reason that we get in trouble, it's not just those 2. So anyway, today, Gary Bonds is still my best friend. He's been my best friend from 1982 when I called him to tell him about Dad. I'm like, Gary cried. He was a bad influence. We were both troublemakers. We both barely graduated from high school. Now he's a master electrician, and I'm a commander in the United States Navy.
He was so proud of you both.
Yeah.
Huh?
He was proud of you both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, love you, Dad.
Wow.